Yo, Longhairs! El Rubio, welcome back yet again to the Longhairs Global Headquarters and Administrative Offices. Back when we published our first long hair tutorial video, we educated you on the most basic ways to tie your hair, and it was a smashing success. All-time top YouTube views on the Longhairs YouTube channel. Since then, we've told you how to tie the high ball, the low ball, the side part low ball, mini braids, and several others, but we also promised that we would give you some new tips on how to tie your hair. So here you go, how to tie your hair for men, part 2. All right, so a lot of our previous ties that we've showed you have been really tight, really crisp, really orderly, if you will. So this time we're gonna show you something a little bit looser, a little bit more casual. I'm gonna call this casual high ball, or as I like to call it, the high tie. Okay, so I'm gonna take both hands here. I'm gonna really try to grip and kind of basically claw all of my hair up into one, and I'm gonna start going up basically my jawline, and I'm just gonna grasp it all and get a handful of hair. And when I got it all kind of gripped in there, I'm not trying to keep it super tight or super neat. And this is where it's a little bit different than some of our past ties. Instead of pulling the hair all the way through, I'm only gonna pull it partially through, and then I'm gonna do my second twist. So I got my hair tie there. I'm gonna pull it over once, and then instead of pulling my hair through, I'm gonna do the twist right there, and then bring it back over. Okay, and see what I got, and I'm gonna kind of mess with it a little bit at this point. And it's a little bit haphazard, all right? It's a little disorderly. It's just kind of just threw it up and just went for it. But this gives you a chance to kind of, I don't know, show your hair off a little bit more. There's a little bit more volume than some of those really tight ones. And yeah, it's pretty casual, pretty loose, but it's still up and it's still out of my face, and it's solid. Try this one 10 times, it's gonna look different every time. So if you try it once and you don't like it, just let it down and give it another crack and try it a couple more times until you got it. All right, next up we've got the Mai Tai. And be careful, because this one will sneak up on you. The first thing about the Mai Tai is that you're gonna have your hair tie in a little bit different position than you normally would. I'll normally have it on my wrist, but in this case, I'm gonna have it in the fingers that I would typically use to start a fold over or any kind of tie up, really. So that's the first difference, is where I'm starting with the hair tie. So from there, I'm gonna basically get my hair all pulled back as if I were doing a standard men's tail. Now with the hand, with the hair tie, I'm gonna reach around and I'm gonna grab that. And now I'm gonna take the tail here, and I'm gonna tuck it underneath my fingers. See these fingers right here? I'm gonna tuck this under. So I basically have a grip on it right there. And then I'm gonna wrap it underneath and around. So I've still got my finger through the center. If your hair is long, you'll get a couple of wraps. I'm gonna wrap it all the way around. And now when it's all wrapped, I grab the rest, and my hair tie is already right there perfectly. So just pull it over and then do one twist. And as I'm going for my second twist, I'll pull my finger out. And bam, I'm back through. And it's pretty similar just to a low ball, but it's got a little bit different flavor. It's got a little bit different style. It looks a little different, and it's a pretty nice little adjustment, and it's actually pretty easy to do. So there you go. That's the Mai Tai. All right, next up, we've got the reverse necktie, and you're gonna love this one, okay? Starting out pretty standard, just like I would be doing a men's tail. And I got my hair tie at my right wrist. I'm gonna comb it back a little bit. I'm gonna get it into a nice men's tail here. And I'm not gonna try to get this too tight is the thing. I'll probably still do 3 twists, but I don't want it to be ultra tight. I need a little bit of flexibility here, so I'm not gonna get it like as close as I possibly can to my skull. And I may pull it out just slightly more. Pull the hair tie down just like, yeah, maybe like a half an inch or an inch. And the reason is I'm gonna take my one finger and I'm gonna make a little, I'm gonna form a gap right here, right in the center. And then once I've got that, I'm gonna take the men's tail, I'm gonna pull it through that gap. Pull it through the rest of the way. And I might need to cinch the tie just slightly at that point. And it's basically gonna behave like a men's tail, but it's just gonna have a little twist in it. And it's just a little, hey, just a little extra look, a little something different. All right? So that is your reverse necktie. Was special bonus. Last but not least, if you find yourself in the unfortunate circumstance of not having a hair tie on your person, here's a little something I like to call the no tie. You are gonna need, however, a clip. If you remember Will, he told us all about the clip. So this is a little Houdini act here. It's gonna start out very similar to the Mai Tai. Gonna get it all back like a men's tail again. I'm gonna get the whole tail and I'm gonna go underneath again. The underneath move, the swim move, if you will. And I'm gonna wrap it around and then I'm gonna wrap it around. And at this point, I'm gonna pull my finger out. And I got it. And I'm gonna tuck this baby high and tight in there. I'm gonna get it all. Let it hang. And no one will ever know the difference. So there you go, the no tie. So that's right, boys, you heard him right. 3 new ways to tie your hair and the special bonus secret no tie. You may have noticed, and I'm sure you did, throughout each of these demonstrations, these sick new V2 hair ties for guys coming out soon. If you missed the special sneak peek last week, we dropped them hard. They're coming late this year. But we launched a sale to move our Hair Ties for Guys V1 last week, and it has been smashing. So we're leaving that sale open for 1 more week. If you're watching this live, we're extending it through Sunday, September 18th. That's 18 September, Sunday. Hair Ties for Guys V1 liquidation blowout sale extended until that time. You'll get one of our 3 packages of Hair Ties for Guys and a 50% off discount for your first pack of Hair Ties for Guys V2. All right, it's the best deal we've ever done. We're trying to move some inventory on V1 Hair Ties for Guys to make room for the new product, and they're gonna be sick, they're gonna be dope. You got a chance to see a couple of them just now. So that's it, boys. Keep repping that long hair, keep letting it ride, keep tying it up with your sick hair ties for guys, and we'll see you next time here at the Longhairs Global HQ. Thanks for tuning in. It's El Rubio. See